Hey, what's up guys? Gypsy back here today, bringing you a nice little showdown live featuring a team given to me by Toby and Anthony, some friends of mine who passed me a team and wanted me to give it a go in a showdown live, so I figured we'd jump on the ladder and see how it fares. It's a pretty interesting team. It's Mega Pidgeot, you don't really see it used much in OU, but it's pretty solid versus a lot of teams. Blade's also a pretty interesting choice, like checking Mega Metachamp pretty nicely and acting as a pretty decent fairy check. I changed a couple of things on the team. It didn't have Iron coverage on Steel coverage on the Blade, so I just switched up Shadow Claw with Iron Head because I do want a more, I don't know, a better way of checking Clef and things like Mega Diancie, even like Mega Guard, although Shadow Sneak does a ton. Then I changed U-Turn to work up on Mega Pidgeot because I felt as though I needed something to better handle stall. Work up Roost is pretty nice versus stall, eventually being able to take out Chansey. If it's not like toxic, then like I could go like refresh, but I do want a way of like hitting Scizor, things like Scizor and Ferrothorn, because although Hurricane does quite a bit, like I don't know, Heat Wave's pretty nice. Heat Wave's pretty nice, not gonna lie. I felt as though like work up Heat Wave Hurricane was pretty good, but refresh can also be used over refresh can be used over Heat Wave to like really take on stall well. Anyway, next up we've got Defensive Starmie with Toxic for things like Luddies and Bulky Grasses, which kind of complements the next one, which is Coil, Sub-Coil, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, Zygarde, originally Dragon Tail, but I felt as though Extreme Speed is better. It means that I'm not completely walled by Togekiss, which is pretty nice, and then we have Defensive Infernape to set rocks. It speed ties with 108, so it's like max speed, meaning it can like low kick Terrakion, which is gaining some popularity. It takes on Infernape pretty well, as low kick does a decent amount to that, and it sets rocks, which is important. And then we have Bantar. It was originally Scarftar, but I switched it up to Bantar because it just, yeah, my matchup versus stall is really horrible with this team, so Bantar is pretty nice. If I can make the appropriate doubles, I can get some big hits off. And it has a little bit more bulk to take Draco's and Lati's a bit better, because it is my only like real Lati switch in. Like Jublade is okay, but it's even with the Eviolite, it's pretty weak on the specially defensive side if it's not invested. So we'll jump in and see if we can get a match. Hopefully we don't get stall first up, as we get a pretty interesting team. This guy's got a Rhydon, which is kind of cool, for sure. Yeah, so pretty interesting team. I'm gonna leave with Zygarde in case he leads with Rotom, which is a pretty safe lead on his part. He leads with the Rhydon, so that's cool. He's obviously like Rocks Rhydon, but he could be like a weakness policy variant. Could even have Ice Punch, so I'm just gonna sub and just scout, see what he wants to go for. Okay, so that's cool. I'm just gonna coil here then, and take nothing from the Earthquake. Yeah, so that's nice. That's fine. We can just coil up once more as he sets up the rocks. And now we can sub up here. Okay, so yeah, interesting, like bringing Eviolite right onto OU. Not quite sure about that. But it got up rocks, so we can just Earthquake here. Zygarde's pretty whittled, which sucks, but I can still get pretty reasonably powerful extreme speeds off versus things like the Latios. Now, if he bullet punches here, it's not going to do much. He's just going to get a free switch into one of these guys. I'm just going to Earthquake as he goes into the Latios. Okay, so Zygarde's not really that useful anymore. I do have Tyranitar with the Tentacruel, and I have Pidgeot. I'm just going to get the damage off with extreme speed. He can take me out and then revenge me with... Okay, so he misses. That's pretty nice. I don't really need this, like... But then Tyranitar isn't really doing much either. I'll go hard into Tyranitar and just Pursuit Trap him. I can keep the Zygarde around for potentially the Tentacruel later, which might be an issue because I don't have Psyshock on Starmie. So that's nice. We can just Pursuit here and bop him with a Banded Pursuit. So this is why I like just having like a nicer check. So he just forfeits. Having a nicer like check to the Dracos, because like Scarf is okay. Like you can switch in once. But if they're like, I don't know, like I've seen like Specs Latios like two-shot a Tyranitar because they just stay in the next turn and they can take you out. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I don't know, I kind of like Band Tyranitar more in the meta. Like it has a little bit more bulk, you can afford to invest a few more EVs in health, and it's just yeah, I don't know, I like Scarftar, but it's kind of weak in my opinion. I'm just kind of in love with Bantar at the moment, but there's nothing I really need to like desperately trap for on this team anyway. Like I don't have a Keldeo, so Laddies aren't too big of an issue. It's more of just a case of having a switch in. So now we have an interesting team. This man's got a Hitmontop. Very interesting spin-off for sure. I do have Dewblade though, which is really nice, but he probably has Earthquake coverage. But that's okay. I wonder if he's Defog on Latios. Like it's an interesting choice. Like he could just bring him on top because it is a nice check to Bishop as well as Weavile. So like I can understand his team's pretty weak to Weavile. Like apart from this is also, it might not even be Rapid Spin, but it probably is. He's really weak to Infernape, but I'm really weak to Talonflame. So that's interesting. I'm just gonna lead off with it and get up rocks. Like. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. I'm just gonna get rocks here. Like, he'll probably go out into his Latios. He goes out into his Hitmontop. Okay, so that's fine. I can just Willow. Yeah, so that does nothing. And I can just slack off up. Like, Infernape is just so good versus his team. Like, he can do that, but eventually, like, I should be able to keep rocks up. Yeah, okay, cool play, cool play. So I don't really want T-Tar getting, like, if he's gonna burn me, like, he's gonna go, like, switching Tyranitar in is gonna suck if he burns me, but, like, alternatively later on in the match, if I switch T-Tar in and he just brings in his Talonflame, like, he can burn me anyway. So, like I'm tempted, I'll just go into Starmie. I'll go into Starmie first and then double out. Yeah, okay, cool. So he makes that play. I'm gonna go into Tyranitar now. So like I didn't want to take the whiz. Like if he SDs up now, then he will still die to a crunch. He goes out to a Scizor. Okay, a Stone Edge. I meant. I'm just gonna go back out to Inferno because like I lose nothing by it. He can U-turn if he wants, and he'll be taking Rocky Helmet damage as well as Stealth Rocks next time he comes in. I'm interested to see if the laddie does have defog. Okay, so he's not leftovers. That's interesting. He could be the specially defensive non-item macro set, which is still pretty good. I'm just gonna go back into Starmie. Yeah, so he is most likely the acrobatic set. I'm gonna Scald here on the off chance he goes into Weavile, because like, whilst I want to recover, like, okay, so yeah, he just chooses to go into Scizor, so that's like his switch in. That's pretty bulky Scizor, and that's really nice. We get the burn on that. I want to heal up, but he's just gonna U-turn out. He can't go back into Talonflame though now, which is pretty nice, so I kind of force him into his Latios right here. But he chooses to heal up, so if I'd recovered up there, that would have been nice, but... He could be fearing the fire move here, like the Flare Blitz or something, so he might want to switch. Either way, I'm just going to fire for Wisp, because if he wants to go into Latios, but he just stays in, so that's fine. Just gonna slack off here. Yeah, so Inferno really just puts the pressure on his team. The problem is, because I don't have like a really nice Latios, like because my Latios switch-in is Tyranitar, also my like way of dealing with Talonflame, I don't want to bring Tyranitar in recklessly on the Latios, so I'm going to kind of be forced to like sack off Doublade to the Dracos, which sucks. But once they get Mega Pidgeot Mega Evolved, then I'll be able to have like an offensive check to this beast, so that's fine. I don't want this guy getting slept. Zygarde actually does work. Not really, because this thing is standing in its way, so I'm just... like extreme speed is nice for this thing, but I need something to get slept to deal with this. He just knocks off, okay. So I'm just gonna sub on the off chance that he wants to sleep powder here, which he does. He's stun spore, okay, that's interesting. So this is pretty like pointless because he's obviously Rocky Helmet. But now I can go out to my Pidgeot. So he'll likely Giga Drain, which it does, which is awesome. So now I can just fire off a Hurricane, and this will take anything out on his team. It'll take out the Weavile. It'll two-shot the Latios. So he sacks off Talonflame, so that's great. So now Tyranitar is like pretty freed up to comfortably check the Latios. Yeah, that's fine. So he can pursue here if he wants. Like it's his best play, so he does, and he's banded. But that's okay because I can heal up on the Tangrowth, which is nice. So he's locked into Pursuit, so Tyranitar was probably... The fact that he's choice locked is pretty nice for me. He's going to go out to his Mega Scizor, so... this is tough. I'm just going to go out to my Tyranitar here. So he chooses to go into Tangrowth, so yeah, really interesting play on his part. So he's knockoff Giga Drain Stun Spore. He's probably got Earthquake. I want the switch into Pidgeot really badly. Without stand up, so I'm just gonna click extreme speed, take myself out with helmet and Giga Drain damage. I'm really fine with that because once I get the free switch to Mega Pidgeot, something dies. So Sand's wearing off now, which is really good for me. So what's dying? Yeah, like. He's probably going to sack off his Hitmontop, in all honesty. So I'm just going to roost up here. Yeah, that's pretty nice for me. I can just click Hurricane. The problem is this invites back in Weavile, and I want to keep this around, so I'm going to go... back out into Inferno because I don't want to give Weavile the free like pursuit. So he suckers there, which is fantastic, which now means that he can't actually spin away the hazards, so that's so nice for me. He'll go down to helmet damage. So I'm just gonna click low kick. Okay, I don't understand that play whatsoever. Like, this thing now dies. Like, he sacked his only way of killing Mega Pidgeot. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. We'll grab another one. The team's doing some work. Like, there are definitely flaws with it. Like, this guy's gonna Nidoking. That's pretty cool. And I have no switch into Nidoking at all, so that's a concern. Probably Defog Mew. Like, if he's not Defog Mew, then chip damage with Stealth Rocks are gonna be really nice versus his team. We're in the same position where like he can lead with Rotom. He can really lead with Nidoking, in all honesty. I'm just gonna start with Pidgeot because if he leads with, okay, he leads with Rotom, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna go hard into Zygarde, hoping he doesn't Willow. As he vaults there, which is really awesome. So now I can just sub up. Hydro shouldn't break my sub as he wisps. That's great. That's awesome. So now I can just start coiling up. Okay, I don't know why this is breaking my sub because I've like tested, like had a couple of test games with this team and it shouldn't be breaking my sub. I guess it's a roll. Why am I not max def? Okay, so that's really annoying. I think. Alright, sorry guys, we're back. I just had to check the EVs on Zygarde. It was not like max def, which it should be. So we fixed that. So unfortunately, this is a roll. Like, this is a roll for Rotom's Hydro to take out a sub. So we can sub hoping like he gets the low roll or yeah, so it is possible for us to not like for our sub not to be broken, but it's unlikely. We can potentially like stall out his Hydros here, which is nice. Just gonna extreme speed because any damage is decent on the Rotom. We can just sub up again. Like he's got 5 left and it potentially takes him 2 to break my sub, so hopefully like we can get another like fat sub where he gets a nice low roll. Zygarde isn't too good versus this guy, like that's fine. Hopefully he's probably Scarf, I want to say. And U-turn isn't going to break my sub because I'm just so defensive with this coil up. Okay, so that's really nice. I'm just going to coil again. So he's HP Ice. Like, so many people are using HP Ice now on the Landos, which is just really unfortunate for this set. It just makes it like worse and worse. I'm just going to go hard into Stymie. And now I'm just going to click Toxic. So he stays in and just U-turns, which is annoying. Getting the Toxic off on the Lander is nice though. It really is. Now Lopunny comes in. So my team's answer for Lopunny is like, just, yeah. I have to go hard into Infernape because he's just gonna fake out here. So he could fear, like, hopefully he'll fear the Mach Punch or something of that nature. I'm just going to set up Stealth Rocks, as he does, so that's really nice for us. Getting this Rotom whittled would be really nice too. I am just going to click Willow. He may, like, predict my Zygarde. He may predict me to switch out to, like, Zygarde or Stymie or something. Just going to click Willow here because getting that chip damage is pretty crucial for my Mega Pidgeot. Yeah, so I guess he predicted my Stymie to come in. Yeah, so that Willow damage is nice for both Zygarde and Mega Pidgeot. The problem is Mega Lopunny, because I don't have any answers for that. I have no answers for that at all. I have Extreme Speed. That's about it. So I'm just gonna click Willow because again, if I can whittle this thing, like he's just gonna, if he's Scarf, it'll be revealed now, and I missed the Willow, so that sucks. So he's probably Life Orb. I don't even know if Mega Pidgeot's Hurricane kills. I don't think it does. It doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't. It's a roll, and I don't want to take it. I'm just gonna go into Stymie and click Rapid Spin here. He'll probably go out into. No, he stays in. So, okay, interesting play. interesting play. I kind of have to risk it. Like, I have to go for the roll. He can go into Rotom here, which is fine. I'm just gonna go back to Zygarde if he goes into Rotom. It's annoying that he has HP Ice on Lando because that just is such a good check to this set. So we get a really low roll actually, but we get the confusion, so that's nice. I guess that's a bit of justice for missing the Will-O-Wisp, which is cool because like Willow would have put him in range to die from that Hurricane anyway. So this is interesting. Now I'm just going to click. I'm going to click Hurricane just to scout his set. Didn't do too much. He's T-Wave. Okay, like. Yeah, alright. Like, what does T-Wave even do for Mew? Like, if anything, Will-O-Wisp is, like, far superior at being able to, like, burn Bishop and such, but... Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm just gonna go into Tyranitar here. Hopefully he roosts up again as he knocks off. That's annoying, but I can just click Crunch. He'll probably go hard into Lando. So he baton passes. Very interesting set. So we take the helmet. I'm gonna go back into Pidgeot. Sets up his rocks, so that's annoying for us. I'm just gonna click Hurricane again, as he's likely gonna go into his Rotom or his Mew. Okay, that's really annoying. I'm just gonna click it once more. He can soft boil it up. Now I'm gonna work up. Yeah, it's looking pretty tough at this point because Rotom, the combination of Rotom, okay, we get Parrot, so yeah, we're not getting too lucky with this Para hacks. This is why they use T-Wave, because they're just Para, like, you win cons. So now, yeah, he's gonna Volt here, which is annoying. There's not much I can really do about it. Like, I could have gone into Zygarde, but then that just invites back in his Landorus T, and because that's weakened, like, Zygarde can still potentially win. Get a big Hurricane off, which is nice. Volt Switch did a ton. I'm just gonna Roost up. Wow, so he was okay with letting his Rotom take a big hit there. I'm gonna go hard into Zygarde here. He can, hopefully he doesn't Pain Split. I want him to Volt. Yeah, so sometimes, like, because when people like set up stat boosts, they're like, they don't switch out, but like in that situation, like, Volting was his best play. Yeah, I can pretty much sub here. I don't want him going hard into Landorus and like me wasting 25% of my health. But I have to sub in case he Willows. And I don't really want to take the helmet damage, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to take the helmet damage. How much does... So after he takes this, he'll be at like 16%, and yeah, it doesn't take him out of that range, which is annoying. If I do 2, if I do 2 extreme speeds, it'll do like anywhere between 14 and 18. I do want to keep health on my Zygarde, but that's something I might have to do. I might just have to like risk the rolls. It does absolutely nothing. Yeah. Now extreme speed will probably take him out here. Hopefully. What is the min roll? Yeah, it'll take him out here, so that's nice. We can just click extreme speed. Like he dies to. He kind of has to go. Actually, he kind of has to go for HPIC here. So Jubilee can still do some work. I can set up an SD on the Lopunny. I want to keep this around for the Heatran. I'm just going to click extreme speed here. It does take him out. We get some of our lefties back. Like we're pretty low. Pretty low for sure. We're at -1, which sucks. Lopunny can just come in here now and basically get a kill. I'm just going to sack off Pidgeot because it's not outspeeding anything on his team. Like Heatran will kill it from this range with Lava Plume. So now Jubilee can come in and click Sacred Sword, because if Heatran wants to come in I can just go out into my Tyranitar. Rotom should die. Rotom should die. The combination of Sacred Sword plus Shadow Sneak, and Mew will definitely go down to the combination. So he goes into Heatran, which is cool, so we can get some big damage off on that. Yeah, big damage. Now we're going to Tita. So he's trapping Trance, so he's probably got the Solar Beam, which is okay. I'm just going to click Pursuit to put him in range. What's he going to do? He's going to maybe go out into Lopunny, which I don't want. Solar Beam shouldn't kill, which it doesn't. It does nothing, which is awesome. So now, yeah, now he can't come back in on rocks, so I'm just going to click Crunch. The reason I pursued it there was because, like, if he wanted to switch out to Lopunny on my potential Crunch or Stone Edge, Lopunny would have survived, and then I would have had to, like, sack something else to high jump kick. And, like, I don't know if Heatran may be bulky enough to take a Shadow Sneak from that range after rocks. I didn't want to risk it, so Pursuit was just the best play overall there. So it's pretty nice. Like he'll probably go out into Rotom here, or you know, his best play is Lopunny, honestly. And I'm fine with just sacking off Tyranitar. If he power punches up here, but he ice punches, so that's cool. That's fine. He's just taking chip from the sand, which is also pretty nice. High jump kick definitely won't kill because I'm 504 defense, but yeah, I would have liked to SD there, but I can't. G-Blade will still be able to wrap this game up because Mew will go down to the Shadow Sneak for sure. Yeah, and there's no way that Lopunny takes me out here with a jump kick, so should be able to wrap the game up. Yep, so 75%. That still does a ton of damage. I don't have much HP, but yeah. So there is the match. There's the live, guys. I think I'm going to end it there because we've gone on for like 30 minutes. I'm still not sure like how long you guys want the lives to go for. You know, if you want them to go for like, because I'm fine with grabbing like 5-game lives or something like that. Obviously, if I play like stall, it's going to go on for longer. But I feel as though, you know, just 3-game lives, like half an hour lives, are pretty good for the moment. But obviously, you know, let me know what you guys think. You know, what you guys think of the lives, what you want. Any suggestions for teams? Because you know, all my other odds I use pretty interesting teams, but I use a lot of standard stuff too. So if there's anything like exciting in particular you want to see me use, anything kind of unorthodox, let me know. Just let me know in the comments. Like I'm happy to I mean, I use Stunfisk, like I'm like definitely not opposed to trying out different things. So yeah, drop a like if you enjoy, guys. Feel free to sub if you're not already subbed to my channel, and I'll see you next time.